how did you end up like this?
Well, it's a long story.
It sure is.
In fact, if it was a movie, it would take 3 or 4 sequels just to do it justice.
Hey!
Hi!
How's it going?
Welcome to a special episode of Opinionated Lushes, Halloween edition, where we will be doing drunken movie reviews.
Spooky.
And today is Dawn's pick. So, Dawn, what was the movie you picked?
I chose, and if you can't tell, Bride of Chucky.
Yeah,
Tiffany.
we're all dressed up. So Dawn has a nice gothic Tiffany thing going on.
Yes. And
Oh.
Sonia happens to be my Chucky.
Wish version. From
Yeah,
Wish.
Wish.
I taped my hair actual to my hair. If you go to YouTube on Saturday, you will see here. I'll show everybody my skill. This is just
It's beautiful.
taped onto the
gorgeous.
actual hair. There we go.
It's gorgeous. Get my
Beautiful.
glasses on.
Beautiful.
You can't even see.
So I can't see.
I,
Tiffany doesn't have glasses, so I tried to leave them
I know,
out. I
I-
don't have contacts.
I couldn't do my contacts. My eyes are too dry. Oop.
I'm just Bowser. I'm not themed, guys. I'm sorry. I'll
Well,
try
it's from the
better for next week.
90s, so it's kind of
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
themed a little bit.
Yeah.
When did this movie come out?
1998.
Oh, so like the cutoff. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I just made it.
You
Thank you,
just
Sonia.
made it. Just made it.
I just made it. Okay. So what are we all drinking?
I'm just having bubbly today. I just
What the fuck?
listen,
Bubbly?
listen. Okay, listen.
Okay.
Today is day 1 of my cycle. Okay, booze is not happening.
Oh, you're just like utter depression.
Yeah, it's a high roller coaster. I'm giggly. I'm crying. It's a mess over here. So we're just not gonna add to it today.
That's good. Smart.
Yes. So just drinking
Nice,
bubbly.
nice.
Jessica, what are you drinking?
I'm just drinking beer, but I've also been drinking wine, and I was also drinking last night. So it's a crapshoot. You know, I've been drinking a lot. I didn't have the kids for a night, so it's like a vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that.
Nice. Yeah. Ooh. No
Sonia, what are
kids.
you drinking? What did you make?
Good old faithful 50-50 juice and rum.
Yum.
That's it. Oh, and unicorn icicles.
Oh,
Oh.
that's cute.
Yeah. Thank you, Dollar Store. Kids in China made this for me.
Oh.
They're like, oh, I know Sonia's going to buy this. So
Yeah.
they worked really hard with their poor wages.
Fuck capitalism.
Yeah.
Okay, so I figured we could start it out by I wrote a script. We're trying to be prepared. This one required a little prep. I figured we could start out with a non-spoilery review and a rating.
Okay.
You can rate it however you want. I don't make the rules.
This is generic, how they usually do.
Okay, so I figure I'll start. So my
Okay.
non-spoilery review is not the best Chucky movie in my opinion. Not cheesy enough or too cheesy. Like it didn't make it to the bar where it was like really funny cheese. It was just kind of in that for me, I'm just saying for me. I don't like getting people mad, okay? Gotta give my opinion here.
They're going to not listen to the podcast anymore. They're like,
No,
fuck
and
this
they're gonna be
bitch.
like,
But
fuck
we
Bowser.
love
Oh,
Pride
oh,
of
fuck's
Chucky.
the
What
word,
the
guys.
hell?
Guys,
Fuck.
fuck's the
Oh,
word.
yeah, we forgot
Guys,
the
So
word.
you know. Fuck's the word.
Fuck's the
Fuck
word.
is the word. Okay, drink. And this is the best Katherine Heigl movie.
I was gonna say that.
Like this is her
sad.
best movie, I think.
Yeah.
And so my rating is a 6 out of 10.
All right.
All right.
Sonia, what about you?
Okay. I like Katherine Heigl better in Roswell than in this movie. I felt that her acting skills, everybody's acting, even Tiffany, who's a phenomenal actress, just didn't
Jennifer
show.
Tilly? Yeah.
What did I call her? I called her Tiffany.
Tiffany.
That's her
So her
character
name
the show.
in the movie is
Yeah.
Tiffany, like the dog,
Yeah,
but
but
her
she-
real
yeah.
name is Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, she's awesome. But like, she's great in everything else. But I think the people who like edited the movie just didn't know what they were doing. Like, it was a high school project.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give
Yeah.
it like a 6 because I was high when I watched it and I laughed a lot.
I know, I did too.
Okay. I'm giving it a 7.5. And I know that's just because my heart goes to Chucky because I loved all the Chucky movies except after Bride of Chucky, like the Seed of Chucky, the Cult of Chucky, and the Curse of Chucky. All those were shit. But like, I still loved Chucky in this. And John Riddler's in it. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
great. Yeah,
I
his
love to
acting
see
was
him
still
again.
like terrible.
Yeah, he was actually pretty bad in that movie too. But yes, the acting is shit, but I still laughed. Like some of the lines in that movie, like the whole Martha Stewart love, like
Yeah,
and then she's like, "Fuck Martha Stewart." Oh, a drink.
yeah.
This is a terrible word.
Yeah.
Yeah, she face.
Just I like. There were some like one-liners that I laughed my head off, like that were just stupid one-liners, but they're still I love them. So I give it a 7.5, but it's not like the best movie out there. Obviously, it's corny, it's cheesy, but
Yeah, it's 90s. Nobody cared about quality movies.
I just feel like if it had been cornier, I might have liked it better.
Yeah, they
You
pushed
know,
the
like
corny,
it didn't commit.
yeah.
and it wasn't
you know.
scary. Like usually,
No,
like,
it wasn't
fucking-
scary. It
There was
wasn't
no
at
jump
all.
scare, nothing.
No, I feel like it just needs to be more of something. You know,
More killing. Although my favorite spot is so there's an actor who plays on a dramata, and he's in the movie. He gets hit by a truck, and
Oh,
like the way
yes.
the blood squirts is fantastic. That's like my favorite part. I
it's
laughed
very
so
like
It was
hard.
your favorite part back in the day too. By
I
the
know.
way,
I laughed
That was your
so
favorite
hard.
part.
I know. It's fantastic.
what? Okay, now we're getting into spoilers. Okay.
Okay.
What
Sorry.
about? No, it's good. What we're making up our own rules. We don't do this. This is just Halloween
I know,
special.
and we never-
Halloween special.
Ooh, and we never follow the rules
Also-
anyway.
Yeah,
People
Fuck
had,
that.
like-
Oh my god! If you want to hear some of our guest spots on 2 Cent Critics or Cheap Seats reviews, we don't follow rules. We're bad. Okay.
But yeah, like if they haven't seen it by now, it came out in 1998. I think it's
Right,
good that we
fuck
can
you.
like
They
do
had
spoilers.
time.
They had
I
time.
swore.
Okay. What about the waterbed death scene?
Mm.
That was pretty good. That reminds me of like Freddy Krueger.
A little
Yeah.
bit, except
Yeah.
like that would never be possible.
No,
Like glass doesn't fall like that.
yeah, like
it'd
I
have to be
watched it. And I kept thinking, I'm like, they wouldn't be dead. Like, yeah, they'd have like a couple of scratches, but they wouldn't be dead. But
Also, in the one shot, the guy is like breathing.
I
When
saw
the house
that.
like they didn't have a better 1 second clip of him.
They're not
No.
like hold your breath. No,
Hold
you
your breath. We're shooting now. Like
Yeah.
stop.
Stop
Yeah,
breathing.
so great.
okay. So I mentioned like one-liners. Is there a line that ever stuck out to you guys in the movie?
Oh, the condom line. She's like, "Oh, did you bring protection?" He's like, "What? Like a rubber?" He's like, "I'm made of rubber." And then she's like,
thought
"Yeah,
you
but
were
it's-
made of plastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jessica, do you have one?
There's a couple. I have
Trojan
Barbie eat your heart out.
Do you want to know
And then
mine? Oh, you go.
oh
keep
no,
going.
no, go. You go.
No, you go. Okay.
No,
fine.
because just in case, because I want to do 2 and then accidentally have one of yours. I want to know
Okay.
what yours is, and then I'll bring
Okay.
up my extra.
So mine is the end, and it's Chucky right before he's about to die, and Katherine Hagel has the gun, and she's like, "Don't move or I'll shoot you," and then he's like, "You know what? I'll come back. I always come back." And then like right before she shoots him, he's like, "But dying is such a bitch," and then guys, and I laugh at that because
no,
like-
that's a good one.
or the other line where he's like, "You know, if we were a movie, it'd take 3 or 4 sequels just to like do our
That was my second one too.
Yes.
I love the break in the fourth wall. Like I love fourth wall breaks.
yeah.
So when they can do something like that, I'm always like, okay, I get you. Like I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
I like it.
Another line?
You have another one?
No,
Okay.
I'm the chief of police, sport, because I loved that whole bit with John Ritter. Just
Yeah.
for the period, I find if you go into this movie a little deeper, okay, it's a political commentary.
Always.
Yes.
You find the political in everything.
Okay, so we have a corrupt police chief who is a patriarchal misogynist.
Yes.
You understand that, right? Like it's not his daughter. She's 17. But he has to control who she's dating,
Yeah.
who she's sleeping with, etc., etc., etc. And so there's the patriarchal misogyny, and he's the police chief, and this is where corrupt policing comes in because he also hires other police
Yes.
who need
his
the
deputy.
money to do other things. He even says in one spot that he's like, I can do a blood test and your shit can come up like blah, 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 blah. And then what? Who are they going to believe?
Yeah.
And we're going to believe the police chief, John Ritter, of
Yeah.
course,
Of
big
course.
dad energy, you know? And I'm just saying that Bride of Chucky is a political commentary on how, and it goes into the patriarchal misogyny is doing the dishes. I cook the Swedish meatballs. You should do the dishes. And that's where it's like, that's what causes them to break up is the fact that he's a misogynist and he thinks the woman should be in the kitchen. And that's what causes Chucky to lose in the first place. So there is misogyny's down, and John Ritter dies because he was a corrupt cop. Because if he wasn't snooping around the van, he wouldn't have got shot full of nails. So cops shouldn't be a thing, and that's and neither should misogynists.
Yeah.
Bam.
Says Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky. How did she get married without parent consent at 17? Like, what state were they in that was okay?
A South one.
No. Okay, where did they come from? I know they like the
Her parents were
grave
dead.
was in New Jersey, but where were they from? Like, where were they driving from?
What's south of New Jersey?
You go to your mind palace.
And I've watched this movie so much, I should know this, but I don't remember where the fuck they were from.
A trailer park.
Yeah, it literally was.
Yeah, it was literally in the trailer park.
I don't want South New Jersey. I want south of New Jersey.
Like, what's the state below it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
But shouldn't it say where they were from? I don't fucking remember. Oh, I said fuck, guys.
Drink. It's like, oh my god, Google is not working with me. Okay, where are the what's the character's name?
Jesse.
Yeah,
and
Jesse and
Jade.
Jesse and Jade.
Yeah,
In Bride of Chucky. Oh, okay, cool. Tiffany's Trailer Park. That doesn't help me, guys.
All I know, wasn't it Nebraska or something?
Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Oh my
Wasn't
god!
it something Nebraska? Like they had
I
to
wrote
go.
down. Where did the Bride of Christmas Cry come from?
Something Nebraska, I think. I think it's Nebraska.
Oh,
I don't know why. Is Nebraska like south of?
It
I
just
don't know
oh
the
my god! It
states.
says they're just going to. It says
They
where they're
just- Going, yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be a state.
In Hackensack,
Yes, in Hackensack, Nebraska, wasn't it?
New Jersey is
New
where
Jersey.
they're going.
But-
That's where they're going.
Okay.
State south of New. Man, I didn't realize this was going to be so.
Right?
No, I put state south of New Jersey. It's like, did you mean New Jersey?
Yeah, we made New Jersey, but not. We want south
No,
of
I
it.
meant the state south of New Jersey. Okay, state
This
In
is what we get for not
USA.
being American
I'm
and not
just
knowing
looking
our
at the map.
states.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a map at this point. Fuck this. It says bright colors.
Oh,
perfect.
it's in Philadelphia,
I don't
What's
think
in
it's
Philadelphia?
New
That's where-
Jersey,
What?
Atlantic City.
Where is New
Oh,
York?
wait,
New
no.
Jersey's like
Washington.
Delaware or Maryland?
What state is this? This is
New Jersey is right by Pennsylvania and New York, right?
maybe it was
yeah,
Pennsylvania.
Atlantic
So,
City.
Would it be
Delaware is
Delaware or Maryland or West Virginia? Oh, or Ohio.
There's
Oh,
so
they could
many.
be from any of those. That sounds right.
There we go.
There we
important.
go.
Mhm.
Can we get the producers to tell
Oh.
us, because like they should have like had this thought out.
Email them. Email them.
It's probably like somewhere small and they just never brought it up. Like the editors never added like the scene that lets us know where they're from. Like it got cut.
Like it doesn't even say where her trailer park is. I look.
No, it's just Tiffany's trailer park.
Yeah,
It's not her trailer park.
There's
though.
no name of it. It's Tiffany's trailer park.
That bathtub scene where Tiffany dies.
Yeah.
Okay. How big was her trailer?
Right?
Right.
How does she have a fucking bathroom that big?
She has a huge bathtub and so much space that she could also have a rolly cart.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and the whole other room, like in her trailer. And this is like, like a trailer, not even like some sort of mobile home.
Yeah, like the bed and the kitchen and the dining room were all in one space.
like,
But then all of a sudden, this magical bathroom is there.
You know,
I know.
I didn't even see a toilet. It's literally just a bathtub. Like the toilet's like in the corner. So
yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like she turns her table into a playpen or something, so she
That-
can like shove Chucky in.
that's so smart though. Like she planned for it. That is, I feel. What was the actress's name? Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly. Yeah, I feel really bad for her with this role because the character itself doesn't make any sense.
No,
Like, it's like, okay, so she was pining for, okay, so how old was she supposed to be, first off?
I don't fucking know.
Okay,
Because she
Like,
lived with
proposed.
Chucky for like 3 years.
And then she was supposed to get married to him.
And then she was gone for 10 years.
Yep, because he died in 1988.
So how old was she in 1988? Like, is this a whole groomer story? Like, was she like 12? Like,
I was
At the
No,
thinking
maybe
time?
she was
that.
20. She was like almost 30, like by the time, right? Like she looked 30.
okay, so if she was 30, then
she was 20
they-
when she
he was 20 when he died, which means she'd been living with him since she was 17.
probably
A young woman who is 30 years old, which is 9 years younger than Chucky.
Okay.
So I was right.
So if she was 17 when they started living together and there's a 9-year age difference,
Yeah, he was a pervert.
that's gross. I mean, Chucky's a murderer, so I guess. But now this can justify her character. Like, she murders people too. She's a bad
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, this is
But-
one of her lines, like
She
something
was
like I can kill anybody, but I'll only sleep with people I love. Like that was one of her lines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, she's a
so
serial
that's
killer.
also interesting. So Chucky is not also a murderer. He's also a pedophile. So he
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be a doll. That's all I'm saying.
Or is the perfect cover up. Poor Andy. Was his name Andy?
Andy,
Yeah,
from
Or
the
that
first
Toy
one.
Story?
No, it was Andy too.
Oh, Andy. Oh, I said fuck.
I'll drink. No, I think the movie definitely had quirks. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't feel bored watching it.
No. I was
No.
entertained.
I mean, I loved the whole, like, they didn't know who the killer was, so they just automatically turned on each other.
Yes.
That was
Right
my
away.
favorite. Like,
And they like stayed with each other. That's
Yeah.
commitment.
yeah.
They thought each other was the killer, but they
Good
said,
17-year-olds. Where was his parents, by the way? Like, her parents
How
died.
old is he?
He lived on his own. He was abandoned and lived on
Oh,
a
he's
trailer
a
park.
pervert too. Let me see
Oh
how
my
old he is.
god.
I was
No,
like, let me
he
see.
was the same age because they were
No.
gonna go to prom. Remember?
No, he's like, I'll pay for you to go to college.
Yeah, because he's like,
He had a job in
Yeah.
the 80s or 90s,
and not
or
just
whatever.
that, he was getting what, $1,000 about these dolls to travel them.
Oh my god, $1,000
in
$500.
98.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I miss those days. Now $1,000, like,
That's
I
not
don't
even my
even know
grocery
what-
bill.
yeah, it's like, that doesn't even get you shit nowadays. Doesn't even get you like an apartment.
God no, doesn't even get you. It gets you maybe like, no, doesn't even get you that. That doesn't even get you first and last. It gets you nothing.
Oh, the Voodoo for Dummies made me laugh.
Yes,
because they are dummies.
more ways than one.
Again? I need to know how old. He was 19. I guess they were dating for a year, so I guess there's that Romeo and Juliet law.
So he was 18, she was 16.
But it's only a 2-year difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if they went to the same school at that time, then maybe like 16, 18.
Yeah,
you know.
but not if he was in grade 12 and she was in grade 9. But
no,
like
that's like 14, 18.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's wrong.
That happens
like,
so much.
Oh, I know people that
fucking
like
gross.
did
Yeah,
that
me
when I
too.
went to school. Yeah.
It was like, ugh. Even when I was 14, that was fucking disgusting.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
pedophilia doesn't change.
Mm-mm.
Even if society says pedophilia is okay, it's still wrong.
Still
Yes.
wrong.
It's still wrong. Like you don't have to like it's the same with slavery and stuff, you know. Just because society says it's okay doesn't mean it's okay.
It's not okay.
That reminds me
Do
when I was
not
like,
approve.
when I was 15, I had a friend who was like a couple years older than I was, and we snuck out of her house to go like meet some boys in the woods, and she went off with her person, and then this guy tried to like whatever, but I was like, fuck off. No, he was 19, I was 15.
Yeah.
Like that's so gross. Like, and I look like I was 11. Like I still sometimes don't look like a grown up, but like that's ooh.
When I was 16, I had like 23-year-olds like trying to get in on this. And it's like at 16, you don't know any better.
Mm-mm.
Like you think you're grown, but really these men are just scared of women their age.
Exactly.
Because they'll tell them what's up, you know? Yeah. So insecure men prey on insecure teenagers, and it leads into a cycle.
It
It
does.
gets into a cycle. I just noticed my hair is the same color as Bowser's eyebrows.
Oh my god, we're matching!
We're related.
Oh,
You're my real dad.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You
Well,
both
yeah,
are bad. Bowser's bad and Chucky's bad. See?
Who says Bowser's bad though? Because are you really gonna trust a white man?
Italian? You gonna trust an Italian and tells you he's bad?
Oh yeah, don't.
He didn't kidnap a princess though.
Did you? Hey, maybe it was a misunderstanding. Okay.
Really?
Princess
We're
Peach
gonna
just got
blame the
caught.
victim now? Are we
Maybe
victim
Princess
shaming
Peach
here?
just got caught doing something she shouldn't have been doing, and so she blamed the other guy instead of taking ownership for her choices.
Plus, like, she kept leaving to go to another castle.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
though.
she
Like it's
was
a little
running
sus.
away.
Yeah.
Like, he kept killing Bowser, and like,
And then I'm just saying,
He did
Mario
everything.
recruits his brother. Like that's a little weird. Like why was his brother so in on like helping him and shit?
that's like
you know?
old school. That's what they
Because
used to do
Princess-
back in the day. They used to
'Cause
get
Princess
their brothers.
Peach has like who the hell is the other one? There's Princess Peach and then there's the other girl.
They had to bring in Daisy.
Daisy?
Because everybody
Daisy.
felt sorry for Luigi.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, poor Luigi doesn't have a girlfriend.
It's okay. They gave Luigi a whole house. I mean, granted, it was haunted.
With the ghost, but like, yeah. And then what about the evil brother? No one talks about Wario.
There was not brothers. They're like
Yes.
cousins.
Yeah, I was just saying they're not like brothers, but they're kind of
What?
related. There's
I thought
Wario and there's Waluigi.
Wow, Luigi.
Wow! And you can tell how like racist these characters are by their mustaches and how he just like is lanky and like I'm talking about Waluigi, like the purple guy, right? He's
Yeah.
like long and skinny and he just like waddles along going wah, and you're like, oh, that's probably discriminatory against someone.
And, like, he kind of like runs like that bad guy in like that show where like the good guy's always running and like athletic and like there's like another human girl, but then everyone's puppets.
Oh, are you talking about the guy that dresses in purple with the big chin?
Yeah,
Like
he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, but he's also like the communist hero. Okay, hold on. Wait, what was it called?
That's what I mean. Adventure Town, Happy Town.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was looking up actually different types of town words.
Different
Because I'm pretty sure like Lazy Town.
Lazy
Town.
Lazy Town.
Yeah, and the hero comes in to try to make people not so lazy. And he's like, huh, huh, huh. You know?
That was a good show. I miss kid shows from back then. Like the production was like top notch.
Top notch. Yeah.
I think that was like my dream career was to be in like a kids television show.
Now it'd be bad because we swear too much.
Oh my god, we should make kids TV but for adults.
It could be like where like there's a shape machine, but it's porn. So like right,
That's what I'm saying.
There'll be a square dick and a triangle dick, and like an octagon dick, and like you gotta like try and fit it in the right
right dick hole. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, not all dicks are the same, but they'll all find their place. You know, and you're putting it in.
Moral of the story.
Yeah. It's a kids show. It have to make people feel good.
Educational.
Yeah.
Warm fuzzies.
Warm
Like,
fuzzies. Oh my
Literally,
gosh.
Yeah.
We have like a cooking segment where it's like, here's how to make a depression snack. And it's just like something you can make in like 30 seconds. Like, if you feel like a knife is unsafe, please gather your spouse, your roommate, a brother, sister, friend to help you prepare this meal.
Get a TV dinner.
No.
A safe alternative.
Safe alternative.
What days?
No,
you
I feel
shouldn't
like
drink
that would
alcohol?
go. I feel like millennials would love that shit.
Oh, we would.
Like, we're so sad because we get blamed for everything. Let's
So
be
we
honest.
get blamed for everything. We're going through everything. Like,
We have no role models because they're all like
Racist
they were either
piece of shit.
great and like didn't live that long, or they're terrible and they're gonna live forever, or they're working on themselves, which doesn't involve you. Or like it's like there's no winning. There's no winning. The generation before us was fucked, and the generation before them was fucked. And so now we're trying to unfucking it by watching shit like Bride of Chucky and drinking and talking about it. We're just trying to unfuck the world, and then we get all the blame because of avocado.
by the way,
I didn't know what an avocado was until they told me I liked it.
You need to
Yeah.
drink. You said fuck so many times.
Because I'm mad.
I love avocado. It's the perfect
I'm
guacamole. When I learned about guacamole, I was like, thank you, Southern America, for bringing avocados up to our country. And they were so good.
I love avocados. I keep buying them, and then they go bad before I can use them. It's like I
Oh,
buy
yeah,
them,
wait
and
till they're
day
ripe.
one, I buy them when I want them, right? And I'm like, oh, today would be so good for an avocado, but it's not ripe yet, so I can't even like cut it.
Yeah.
And then by the time like then days go by, I don't want it anymore. It's like
Or
I
like-
bought it when I wanted it. I can't use it. What's the good of the avocado?
And it takes so long to get ripe, but then once it gets ripe, you have like
You have
4
to use it
hours
instantly.
To use it.
Yeah.
Because then it's rotten. You're
I
like,
hate it.
you're just fucking waiting. You're watching it, and then you like go pee, and you come back, and it's rotten. It's fucking avocados.
See, this is why us millennials are wasting all our money on avocados.
Yeah, we're trying to
This is why, because they just keep going bad.
They keep going back. So that's why we're so obsessed with avocado toast, because when we finally get a good avocado,
Yeah.
it's been 3 weeks.
It's a rare delicacy.
I'm almost done. Oh no, we've been swearing too much. Did we swear that? I think I'm just drinking.
I think it's a mixture. I think.
Okay, I
we're
did
starting-
look up the facts about the budget with this movie.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so we gave our ratings, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
our ratings, all of us, were actually higher than IMDb.
We're so generous.
IMDb gave it a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay.
The budget was $25 million.
That's a lot of
So-
money for what
I don't know
happened.
where that
For
money went.
1998.
I think it paid for the like John Ritter and the
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly. Yeah, I think
Because
I think that's
Captain
what the-
Hugo, she wasn't really that
she
big.
wasn't big
then.
yet. So she was
Yeah.
just in the TV show, so
Yeah.
she wasn't big yet.
Yeah. And they made about 11 million, I think, on opening weekend. But then their gross worldwide was $50 million.
They still made
So
some
they-
profit. Still
They made
some
a little
profit.
bit of profit. Little
Yeah.
bit of profit.
A little bit.
That doubled what they spent. So
That's
good
good.
for
That's
them.
Good,
Good,
for them.
yeah. Our
Uh,
TV show will do better. Our adult TV show.
I actually dressed up Ernest as Chucky for like his third Halloween.
Yeah, I did Caleb too. When he was like 2 or something.
It's such
like
a
he was
good kid costume.
like little kid
and it's
costume.
so
Yeah.
and it's so easy. And they actually, so for any parents out there that are thinking about this and they're worried about looking like a bad parent, you don't actually have to show your kid Chucky to dress them up as Chucky. Funny enough, and also there is a YouTube video. It's about 3 minutes long. If you search like Chucky family friendly or something like that, it's like 3 minutes long, and it's just all the clips from Chucky like 1 or maybe Chucky 1 and 2, where he just goes, "Want to play?" And it's just a bunch of him just doing that. So, you know, there's
when
no
he
murder.
yeah, when he's the other doll before he turns, like
Yeah, well, no, it's also him
Like a
like
guy
turned when
doll.
he's like pretending to be a doll. I just cut all the murder out. So you
Yeah.
can just show your kids that, and then they just memorize those lines.
Or
And then they
make
just walk
them the
around
good
going,
guy
"Want
doll."
to play?"
You just know that it's Chucky, except for when it's
Yeah.
like the stitches and stuff of that character.
Yeah.
Then
I
That's
did the
fun.
stitches for Ernest. They weren't really good. He didn't like face paint, so I just did a quick like line.
Yeah.
No detail.
Yeah.
And he
That's what
didn't
I did
like
with Caleb.
wigs. He was scared of wigs. I don't
It
know. Yeah, it happens. He's scared of wigs. So I ended up getting orange hairspray, but he didn't want orange. He wanted all these things until Halloween. And then when we're getting them on, he didn't want them anymore. Like he's like, I didn't know you actually had to spray my head. Like, you know? And so I just ended up spraying my hands and then like patting his head.
Yeah.
You know, you just
Yeah.
find what works. You just find what works when
They're
they're
walking around
kids.
with orange hands. It's
Yeah. It's you do what you can.
So, like, my kids are too old for trick or treating. So, I'm going to go dressed up as a blow up Pikachu, and Kyle's going to be my dad, and we're going to collect candy.
Hey, there's no such thing as too old. I was trick or treating. I actually have never missed the first
That's-
Halloween I ever not trick or treated was the first 2020.
Yeah, me
That
too.
was-
That's it. That doesn't count, though. That doesn't count.
Yeah, well, like it was. I trick or treated all through high school. I didn't care. Like I was poor.
Yeah.
It was like free candy. What the fuck? I made a costume. Like deal with it. Like
I've never missed a Halloween. I'm not starting now.
I went
don't
out trick or
care.
treating with my dad and my brother when I was pregnant, and they all just gave me candy because they thought I was just fat. I don't know. And then the year after, Ernest was like 8 months old, and we're like pushing him with my dad and my brother. And I think they all thought we were all my dad's kids. So they kept giving me extra because they're like, "Oh, it's for the both of you," you know? And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So I just always took candy. And then with Ernest, it's just the same because I always dress up. And I feel like people appreciate that, you know?
Yeah. When Kara was 2 weeks old, so her first Halloween, I just put her in a onesie with like little bunny ears. And I took her out, and people gave me like money for her, and then candy for me. So like, I lived in a neighborhood before it turned ghetto, Green Hill area.
Yes.
Where like you go and the families are just like, they're like European, and like European people love babies, like it's their thing, and they're just like, oh, cute baby, and then they just kept giving me money, and I just wanted candy, but it was great. It was a fun experience.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
I
got to
miss
buy more cute onesies for Kara.
I hate malls. Like I miss when malls were good for Halloween. Did you ever do the mall Halloween?
Yeah,
we
they
had
used to
it
be
in my
amazing.
city. Like I know I grew up in a different city than you guys, but we had it in my city where it's
Yeah.
like you go to the mall Halloween day or whatever, and you can like and that was like a big thing. Like we used to get like a pillowcase full in our
I
small
know.
mall.
Yeah.
Mall was amazing. It was a safe place. You just let your kids run from the whole store,
Mhm.
Yeah.
or you
That-
don't even. If you have not good parents, you can still go to the mall. And
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't exist anymore. It's like if you go, it's not even worth it. The line.
Yeah, only like 5 stores will even do it. And it's like,
you get coupons. You don't even
Yeah.
get candy anymore.
You gotta spend money there first. Like, it's so bad.
it is.
When I lived in Fort Erie, there was a thing called like the Halloween thing, and all the stores on the street did. The street I lived on, all the stores did a Halloween trick-or-treating thing. So you go and you get like a little bag of candy. And they did the same for like Easter. You go around and you get a little thing of candy. But they also had like all these activities and hot chocolate and face painting. It was like pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I used to live West Hamilton before where I live now. So I used to live right beside the candy factory down there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I actually had an ex-boyfriend who worked there, and he used to come to my house for like lunches, and then he'd always bring me like discount candy, like Sour Patch Kids and shit. It was great.
Ooh, nice.
But they would always do like a drive-through thing where you got like a whole bag of like full-size chocolate bars. And the first year I went was great, but then it's like everywhere from Hamilton, like the next year came. So it's like you either spent your entire Halloween waiting for this bag of chocolate bars, or you could go trick-or-treating.
yeah.
Because it was like you were spending like 2 hours in line in your car. It was ridiculous. Yeah. And people would.
Yeah.
Like that was the worst part. Is like their kids are just like in the car. It's like you're missing Halloween, dude.
I like live in the country now, so I gotta like find somewhere where I can drop off a bowl of candy for people to get. Like I'm like, oh, like as I'm like going to ask people in the community if I could just drop a bowl off on their front porch, just because, you know, kids need candy.
It's in the food pyramid.
That's right. We just found out that my kid Danica, she can't have sugar anymore. So like I'm like, okay, I won't have sugar with you. And it's only been 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure the withdrawals will never go away. And Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I don't know unless I like do it behind her back.
Yeah,
of eating the candy.
You know, when you're away for a week.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's before Halloween. So
We'll
like,
make like a candy charcuterie board.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh!
We're
then
gonna
I'll
be
get
coming
so sick.
back like midnight of Halloween. So like,
Well, that morning,
yeah,
like
like the day before, like the Halloween Eve, like whatever. Like,
Halloween Eve.
candy won't be given out that day
we don't know on the Saturday before.
on the plane. Well, like,
No, the Saturday before when we go to Fremont Street, we don't know. They could have candy.
they could have
Maybe.
candy.
I think they do. I'm gonna double check on that one.
Yeah, or like, or
That's what
slushy
we're
drink.
doing.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
give out bottles of alcohol. Why not?
Yeah, why not? I remember when I was remember the show is not for under 18, so if you're under 18 and listening, your parents should be monitoring you.
That's right.
Anyway,
That would be my kid, but whatever. Go on.
I remember when I was like 16, 15 and I wanted to drink, I would go to the nearest like Giant Tiger, but really a Walmart would also work. Especially around Christmas and like Valentine's Day and stuff, because that's when all the alcohol chocolates go out. And then I'd buy like 3 packs, and then you could open the chocolates and mix them all in one cup. and then I would drink it.
That
And it
seems
was
like a-
disgusting.
I was gonna say,
It
there's
does
a lot
look
of
like
liquors. Like,
that doesn't sound worth it.
15-year-old me tends to disagree.
Get like an old dude like everybody else.
I did eventually. Eventually, I reconnected with an old dude from my past when I was like 16. But at 15, I didn't know anyone yet. So that was like my go. I was like, I wonder what it's like to drink. You don't have to be of age to buy alcohol chocolates, apparently.
No, I guess
No.
not. They don't even care how many you bought. They're
No,
just like,
they
yeah.
well, they didn't. At least at my store. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what laws they'd be able to like be like. You can't buy that, but
When we were younger, Don Marie and I lived in the same neighborhood, and there was always a creepy old dude available by anybody 13 to 17 alcohol.
yeah.
wow.
It was a very So
Yeah, he was about 50, and we were going there at like
no,
14
he was
years
like
old.
so decrepit too. He was not like an aging well 50-year-old.
No, he was a smoker, drinker, heavy smoker, very not healthy 50-year-old, and he let a bunch of 14-year-old come chill at his house and drink, and he would buy beer and other alcohols for us and weed and just
Whatever
Not
you
good.
wanted.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was gross.
I wonder if like it just feels.
His name was like Charlie or something.
Oh, Chuck.
Oh, Chuck. That was his name.
Chuck.
Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. If you're still alive, you're probably not.
He
but,
wasn't.
like-
Remember? Well, there was that fire. Remember at his house.
Oh no!
But he got out.
Fuck.
And you remember who didn't get out?
Oh yeah, one of our friends. Oh no, that's sad.
Yeah.
No.
And then what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was bad.
Oh fuck that guy.
Yeah.
He
I
should've
blame
died.
him.
Well, I was
Totally.
gonna say it. I was gonna say it kind of sounds like a movie called Ma.
Ma.
Yeah,
Ma.
where an older woman,
Yes.
she lets a bunch of teenagers like she buys them alcohol and she lets them like drink in her basement.
She's like, just call me Ma.
Yeah, just call me Ma.
And
You
then
guys
they
watch a lot of
finally-
movies.
No, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the previews.
Oh
And
yeah,
it kind of
no,
reminds
it's,
me of our childhood. But then the lady gets crazy and like obsessive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she obviously wanted to be a teenager again. She hated being an adult. That's why she did that.
Yeah.
You know, she
There's
wanted
a
to
lot
hang
of
out.
things in our childhood that probably resembles a lot of movies because these movies have to come from somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so like we're not the only ones with shitty childhoods.
No. I did not realize how many things I used to think like I didn't have that much in common with people. And then I went on the internet and I was like, holy shit. We've all lived the same life.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. I just found out the other day somebody also had their first sexual awakening from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only weirdo. And like, since it was somebody else, that means it's more than one person. So I'm not a freak. It's normal.
Exactly.
It's normal.
It's normal.
See,
I
the
mean-
internet's helping people feel less like dirty perverts and more normal. It's fantastic.
It's true. I mean, it's the same with like body image and stuff like that. Like I used to feel like if I had a dimple or a mark or whatever, I'm disgusting. And then other people are like, no, I have the same dimple or mark. And I'm like, but you're also pretty.
That's right. You're like, maybe I'm pretty.
Yeah, maybe it's me too, you know? It makes us feel connected.
So that could be like another episode, our teenage kinks, like
Oh,
of
you should
our
write that
educational
down.
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have to write it down. We got an episode. We can just listen.
Yeah.
I found like so this movie we're gonna go back to the waterbed scene because that was the most awkward sex scene I've
Yes.
nearly ever seen, and this is before the dolls fuck drink. So did you guys ever own a waterbed?
No.
No, but I
I
had
had cats.
friends' parents who did.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
had a waterbed.
had friends who did.
Yeah, I had a waterbed at the first place I remember living. I had a waterbed when I was in like kindergarten and shit. So I had a waterbed for at least 2 years, like 4 and 5. And it looks exactly like those clips. Like it's not like you're always waving. Like one little move, you're waving for a couple minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And so that sex scene where they're barely making out, they're fully clothed almost. Like,
and they're just grunting.
rolling around a waterbed. That was pretty awkward. But then the glass happens, and then the dolls drink.
Drink.
And then like Chucky sounds like he's right about to come, and that's when Tiffany's like, wait, did you bring a rubber? I'm just saying, like, they couldn't even make it's not a scary movie. So I figure, okay, maybe it's a romance movie.
Yeah,
but then they couldn't even make the sex scene sexy. Like, that's all I'm saying. They slow motion shot on the doll butt. Doll butt.
Yeah,
not the human butt, but a doll butt.
Yes.
It reminds me of Team America, where like their sex scenes like 5 minutes long. And
but their sex scene involves a lot more than like sex.
Yeah. Like it's a lot of stuff. It's a whole thing, and I love it because I don't love it, but like it was just funny at the time, like 15 years ago, where more things were funny to me. And then I laughed at this one, the Chucky one, again, very high while watching it, but it's because he's like grunting like the Cookie Monster. Like if that was like the sex noises you make, I couldn't finish for myself. I would just be like, oh my God, I'm like banging Cookie Monster. Like, one's a puppet, one's a doll. So I guess maybe it's okay. Maybe if I was banging a doll and he was like making Muppet noises, I'd be fine. But I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm just saying those could be better. Those could have been improved on.
Yeah. Like, if it's part of the movie, I guess you could do like Games of Thrones, where like it's not even part of the show; they just throw it in because like they have to, or no one will watch it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying they had like so many abilities to put human sex scenes, and the one kind of that they did was really bad.
Yeah,
and they could have just they could have. Like, now I kind of want to fuck a doll. Looks like it might be better sometimes
than a person.
No, I'm kidding. I have good sex. I'm just saying, like, are you guys on straight TikTok?
No,
I'm now on lesbian TikTok.
Yeah, lesbian TikTok's great.
Yeah.
LGBT TikTok's great. Trans TikTok is great. Straight TikTok, it's like, it makes me question things. You know, because like,
how are people straight?
Like it really is. Like, I'm in a straight relationship only because he's great. If he wasn't great, I would not be in this relationship. And I'm determined that after this, I'm done with men.
Yeah,
like straight TikTok's so bad. It's like like half a. Did you guys? I think I sent it to you. The song that went viral, "Seabat," because the guy was humping to the beat.
No.
Is this with like the ottoman and it was like the kids, or is this something else?
No, this was a guy who had a sex playlist. This is big on TikTok. It got like millions of views. Okay. So guy had he had sex with his girlfriend for 2 years.
Oh yeah, I've heard this. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, he had a sex playlist. And finally she said, you know what? This ain't doing it for me after 2 years. So poor her.
A long time. Oh my God.
But they started dating when she was like 17, I think. So I think it was kind of her growing up, being able to explain what she wanted.
Realizing what she wants. Yeah.
But then after he shut it off, he was still humping to the rhythm.
Yeah.
To the point that she could tell, and she still had to tell him to stop.
Like, you can't change up your movement. Like,
okay, here, I'll play
it. It's happening.
There we go.
What move is that?
So I'm just saying, imagine being fucked to that for 2 years because this
Oh,
woman is
no.
a trooper.
She was in it for love.
Yeah, she
That
was.
She loved him so much.
And he fucked it up by putting their business on Reddit. So
And did they break up?
I don't know. I didn't keep up with the story. I laughed at that and moved
Oh.
on. It's TikTok.
No, you need to keep up with it. Oh,
I
get
feel
invested.
like if I'm supposed to keep up with it, it'll pop up on my For You page.
That's
That's
right.
true.
TikTok will show you the way.
It will
Exactly.
show up. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. Do you guys have any like other things about Bride of Chucky? It's
Bride-
not
The
my
ending?
most favorite Chucky, to
ending.
be honest.
The ending with the doll and
Oh my
how
God.
the bird.
Yeah, the birth was
The birth.
fantastic. Not
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That doll okay, fact. The
Fact.
doll gestation period is actually faster than Twilight human vampire
Wow. That's some
gestation
crazy
period,
facts.
which is
Yeah.
like rare because human vampire gestation period in Twilight's like 3 days, and that one was like 1. So
Yeah.
and now doll. So if you want to have a baby fast, it's doll to doll versus human to vampire.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right,
Got it.
okay.
This is some good educational shit. Listen to
Yeah.
that good pod. This is an educational
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're learning. You're learning.
educational.
So you need to die, invoke your soul into a doll, find another doll who had to do all that shit. Bang bang, and then next day you got a baby.
Yeah.
Did you see? So, do you see what the seed of Chucky looks like? He
Yes.
looks like really terrible,
Yes.
sickly. He looks like Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
He looks
Not
like the
good.
zombie baby from what was it, Dawn of the Dead or whatever, the one
Yeah.
in the mall. I can't remember. And they have the baby, and it's like the same thing, like the fangs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But they
But
made
like
him like
gross.
The
But, like-
Twilight baby looked better than the child of Seed of Chucky.
I haven't thought about the Twilight baby in years. Why the fuck would you bring that up?
I was doing a comparison. Jessica's joking. So the bride. So you will everybody because everybody's younger and they freshly remember the fucking freaky, scary baby of Twilight. And then there's the seed of Chucky, and this kid
It's true.
looks better than the creepy baby. Or
I
no,
like
worse
okay.
than the creepy baby.
For the record, I've read the books. I watched the last movie one time. Okay, so my vision of the baby, I tried to focus on how I visioned her in the books, and not whatever CGI Muppet mess she ended up in the movies. Okay?
I don't understand how we can bully people to change Sonic, but we couldn't bully them to change the baby.
The Renaissance, I love all the, well, yeah, it's Renesmee, but I love all the names that people come up with for her. They never call her Renesmee. It's always Renaissance or that's the only one I can remember. Yeah.
Nessie?
Yeah.
The Loch Ness monster.
Oh man. Yeah, that was a bad baby.
That was a scary
Bad
baby. But that baby looks better than the child of Chucky. Not the baby part, but when he grows up and he's his own killing machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I
fucking
hate how
creepy.
the cop there is no one's gonna believe this, but I'm gonna say you're innocent and you're gonna be fine. And then he's just looking at a doll. And I'm sorry, when he's looking at the Tiffany doll before the baby is born, and he's looking at his lips and he's poking her, and I'm what if she didn't wake up? What was he planning to
What
do with
was
that
his
doll?
plan?
Why was he's
look up her dress?
oh,
Yeah.
I was I thought he was gonna do. I was is he gonna look at her crotch? What? I don't, and then a baby's born. It's just, why didn't they just shoot the baby then?
right?
It ate the guy's face.
But it took a couple minutes to be born.
You see the stomach going, you know what's happening.
the thing screaming, and he's just looking at her going, oh, oh, oh. No, like it shows that cops are useless. That's all I'm saying.
Where
Like,
were the other people? Did they leave at this point?
Yeah.
yeah, he's a lone ranger.
Like I thought, like you have to stay. They would just like they just
No.
walked off scene. I
Yeah.
just watched it, so I guess they fucked off.
They just walk off scene. Their van is toast, and he's just like, "You guys could go," and so they just walk into a field. Like that's what
Was it?
happened.
Bye.
Bye. Have
That's
fun.
staying,
And then when they
stick
heard-
around.
And then when they heard
He
the
was
screaming,
stabbed.
they
Remember
fucking
the
ran.
fucking guy was stabbed
In the back.
in the back with a long knife. And
He's like, "Just take
walking
it out."
the field. No
Yeah.
ambulance. I'm not calling him an ambulance. Fuck him.
Yeah.
You can die in a
Like, just
field.
take it out. I'm fine. I'm 19. I'm young. Just take it out.
Because that's how knife wounds work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good. I got like 2 steps left, guys. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I didn't make a second. Things are bad.
It's okay because I think we are close to being
We are.
done.
We're
We've talked
close.
about this, but we went into in-depth analysis for being non-reviewing podcast.
We're good. I like that. We're non-reviewy.
We're reviewing a movie. So we're doing our best.
Our best. What's our next one? A sneak peek preview. What is the next one?
Okay, the next one will be American Werewolf in Paris. In Paris.
Nice.
You know, you thought American Werewolf in London was good. Wait till you see the 2001 classic. I think it was 2001 it came out.
Classic?
American Werewolf in Paris.
I'm not ready for 2001 to be classic. It's not good.
No, it's really, yeah. I mean, I was talking to my in-laws today about aging. They keep making me feel young, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you.
That helps. The Bowser mask. It really helps.
This is so uncomfortable, guys. Like, I'll be honest here.
I'm gonna have fun ripping my hair off
Hair
my
out.
hair.
Yeah, I was like, hopefully, I end up
I'm
like
gonna have
patchy.
fun like scrubbing off this eyeliner off my lips.
That's
Yeah,
good.
maybe you'll just have permanent lipstick for 2 days. It's like free makeup.
Sweet.
Yeah.
If you want to see
Taylor
our
for school.
costumes, you can find our unedited episodes every Saturday on YouTube after the episode airs. Listen to new episodes on Fridays. Follow all of our social medias at Opinionated Lushes or Opinionated_Lushes. And yeah, so for all of Halloween, we are going to be, or October, I guess, not all of Halloween.
No, that's
all of
Halloween.
October is Halloween.
That's right. All of
Yeah.
October is Halloween.
Yeah. And we will be reviewing our favorite horror classics. Today was Bride of Chucky from Dawn, and next week will be American Werewolf in Paris from me. Just
Yeah. I'm so excited for my no budget cosplay for that one. It'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Just you
no,
wait.
it's good. I'm gonna put more work into my costume for that one.
Yeah,
So,
just you wait. It's zero budget.
zero
That's
budget.
whatever I find around my house is my costume. It'll be great.
Well, next week is my movie, so I'm gonna have to really bring the werewolf out, I think.
Yes.
That's right.
Also, no budget because we're going to Vegas and I'm broke. So
That's right.
Yep,
we will
yep.
see what
Shave-
werewolf I can make. I'll just shave
shave
Chris.
Chris. Just shave Chris. Glue it on. You'll be great.
Great minds think of like.
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad. He listens to us. Hi, Chris. I love
Chris. It's okay. Everybody's beautiful, even the hairy ones.
He's Greek, okay, guys? He's Greek.
It happens. It
Yeah,
happens.
but sometimes you're Greek. You can't help it.
I don't know what Kyle is, but like he's like hairy from like his like feet to like his up to here. He's starting to bald.
His
but,
head?
like, yeah.
Like his eye level.
Oh my God.
Full pass.
Above
Like
his
you got
earlobe?
eyebrows and
Yeah.
then like nothing.
Listen, the first time I made out with him, I was wearing a ring and it got stuck in his ass hair and I had to like rip it out. Like that's how hairy he was at 19. It's just gotten worse.
And
Like-
you just stayed with that. Like, good for you.
I know. I'm a good
Like,
person.
teenage me was superficial because I thought I had to be. So I was like, well, people aren't dating me for these reasons, so I'm not going to date other people for these reasons. And ass hair probably would have been a reason for me.
It should have been a reason, but like it should have scared me off. But like at the first, like my boyfriend before that was a fucking abusive jerk. So like really, I was winning.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter. It was like any guy would have been perfect, and I would have married them. But Kyle just happened to be the next guy. Yeah,
Kyle got lucky. What can we say?
that's right. He was lucky that, like, in comparison, he was absolutely perfect. And I was willing to marry anything better. So, like, you know, he won.
He won. Kyle is the winner of today's first not review from Opinion Elections. It's a new episode. I don't know how to end these things.
I know. One day we'll get it. And we'll have like a cool ending and stuff. Maybe in our year. This is episode
Or maybe
28.
our thing will be just not having a good ending. Like maybe
we're just always awkward.
Always awkward, always bad sound. Oh, by the way, your sound was so good today, Dom.
Yeah, it was fine. No cracks.
You were such a beautiful sound today.
But no cracks.
All but no
cracks. I don't know what I did. I did nothing.
Smooth butt.
Smooth butt. No hair.
No
I
rings.
Didn't
Do anything. I hate to tell you guys.
No rings. Yeah.
It's great. It's great. So good for Dawn. Hopefully this continues.
Yes.
That's right. Although, like, yesterday I showed up for a recording that didn't happen.
I am sorry. I told you it was rescheduled.
I know.
I even said on Thursday, I'm like, today and Saturday. Like, I even confirmed.
I know. I don't know what's going on with my brain. I was just so eager to hang out with you guys.
Oh, thank you,
because I
Sonia.
love you. That's right. All right, all of you guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
Night, guys.
Bye.
I'm the chief of police sport. I can do whatever I want.